and researcher. Invited as a speaker and presented papers is several national and international seminars, published papers in UGC, recognized journal. I request our distinguished guest speaker to please start your speech.
Yes, a very good evening. Am I audible and visible? Is it everything clear?
Audible, madam.
Okay. A very warm welcome. It is very good evening to all of you. It is very
Madam, first
privileged.
start your screen sharing.
Okay.
I request our distinguished guest professor to please begin your session.
Yeah.
Am I audible, madam?
Yes.
Okay. Madam, please start your speech.
Yes.
Okay.
देखिए मोबाइल टा
Is it visible? Slide?
Yes.
Okay. So it's privilege and pleasure that to be here in this meeting, in this evening, at this training institute. Thank you for inviting me in this platform. And thank you, Ganesh Modokji and Gargidi, Nivedita di, for your generous introduction. So thank you all who are present over here.
You're most welcome.
Today, my topic in this evening, I have chosen this topic, Contemplate Happiness with the Lens of Indian Philosophy. So I would like to, before sharing my presentation, so I would like to say, and it is my humble request to all of you, that today I have chosen a discussion that is contemplate happiness. So this is not a topic at all. This is not a subject. This is not a content. Actually, this is okay. Is this okay or not? Should I continue?
Ma'am, screen sharing stop.
Yes, I stopped my screen sharing because I want to talk with you, and then I will share my screen.
Okay. Then
so I will do it. Okay. So I am not so much techno savvy, but still I am.
Okay, now continue.
Okay. So it is my actually humble request to all of you that if you think that happiness is a subject, is a topic, and it has some content, so I think we misled my topic. Actually, happiness is a process. It is an experience. It is a realization. Okay. So how you feel this happiness? Happiness is not outside. Happiness is inside within you. So it is my, before starting my presentation, I'd like to say about this happiness. And another point is that it is a process, it is realization, and I will share some examples. living examples. Actually, I was facing this incidents, and I'm going to share with you. And if you want to say something, so you can always free to ask the question and share your experience, also your happy experience. Now, the point is that my entire discussion, it is not a concept, it is not a thing, it is a discussion. Okay. And I have actually segregated some points and some stages. So first of all, I would like to say about what is happiness in the first some few words. And then I will discuss about that components of happiness. And then in the next, the third stage, I would like to discuss about happiness through Indian lens, how it is. So I would like to share this thing. And in the fourth stage, I would like to share that is 24 into 7 happiness possible? This is very crucial question, I think, because everyone wants happiness. But is it possible that 24 into 7 happiness? So this is a big question. And third and last point, but not the least actually. So how to lead a happy life, okay? And then takeaways. So these are my total picture. So now let's start with the slide show and along with my discussion. Okay, is it okay? Is it fine? Is it fine, Gargidi? It is fine?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, just once again you share your screen.
Yes, I'm going to share. Yes, I'm going to share. So in the first slide, I'm talking about the happiness. So you know that everyone wants happiness. So happiness is something, this is a mental state. It is our mental state actually. As well as it is a relative term. So see, if happiness is for someone, some person feel happiness in some particular moment, but some person, he or she actually, this is it depends on the situation. Okay, so happiness for someone, it is something, one object, and it happiness for some other person, it is another thing. So we can't say that happiness is universal for all of us. We can't say. It is always changing with the span of our time, our situation, our circumstances. It will change. And the nature of happiness and well-being, it is a matter of debate actually. But we are not going into the debate, but rather I want to discuss about that, how to realize, how to experience your happiness, okay, internal happiness. Now the point is that yes, so if see, whenever we are talking about happiness, so this happiness immediately signifies the physical type of happiness. So entire world, we are based on instinctive pleasure, instinctive happiness, pleasure, physical kind of pleasure. So now, just it is not old. 20 years back, you know that happiness is a subject matter of positive psychology. So in Western world, if you see Martin Seligman, who is a founder of positive psychology, who has mentioned and who has discussed about the happiness in a large manner. Okay. And if you see his theory, is presented and one theory, it is like happiness is happiness Is it okay now?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Happiness, actually, Martin Seligman worked in the field of happiness largely, and he discovered that some components of happiness. He said that happiness H is equal to small p, small e, and small m. Now, I will discuss one by one. Now, if it is P, what does it mean by P? P means pleasure. So what kind of pleasure you want? Everyone says, I want physical pleasure, but not we are all seeking the spiritual path and all these things. But it is always, everyone says that we want physical pleasure, we want money, we want power, we want more and more houses, more cars, so more and more things. We are very much engrossed with the worldly or material pleasure. Now, see the point. You know that material pleasure has a limitation. Material pleasure has limitation. This pleasure, it doesn't last forever. Now the point is that in economics, we know the rule. This rule is diminishing marginal utility. What does it mean? If you use some object repeatedly, so after some days or after some months, after some years, you feel getting bored. Oh, मेरे को और नहीं चाहिए, बहुत हो गया. If you like to eat pizza, or if I'm giving you everyday pizza, चलो आप हर रोज पिज्जा खा लो. After some time, वही बच्चा बोलेंगे मेरे को और नहीं चाहिए, बहुत हो गया. So that is pleasure. It is temporary. It is temporary. It doesn't give you entire long-term pleasure. Okay. Now, after this, now we are going to deal with the next component, that is E. E means engagement.
Means of philosophy. Happiness is the means towards. Happiness creates.
E means engagement. So, E in this stage, engagement, being engaged. In this stage, people finds their career, people finds their profession, people finds their whatever you want, whatever your passion you have, so you want to pursue that. Okay, so if suppose if you see doctor, if you see a teacher, if you see a housewife, if you see an engineer, everyone, after the end of the day, they are saying, "Are bapre, we are today. I feel very much tired." But if you ask them why you are doing this, so immediately they say, "I like it. I love it. I love to do it." So that means if you want to do it, if you love it, so you can pursue your career, if pursue your profession. Suppose a teacher, for me, I take 10 lectures per day. So after that, in the evening, I feel so tired. So if someone asks me why you are doing this, immediately.
Madam, sorry for interrupt. Actually, ये आपका जो मिडिल में देखिए, वो 3 जो डॉट है ना, उसमें जो पिन है, उसमें एक बार क्लिक कर दीजिए तो वो स्क्रीन हट जाएगा, आपका स्क्रीन फ्रंट में रहेगा.
कौन सा है?
मिडिल में जो म्यूट करते हैं उसका बगल में, लेफ्ट में.
म्यूट. ओके.
म्यूट का बाजू में जो पिन जो है.
अच्छा. ओके. स्टॉप. तो अगर स्टॉप शेयरिंग का बाद ही ये हो सकते हैं सर.
अच्छा, एक बार स्टॉप शेयरिंग करके वापस शेयरिंग कीजिए, मैं बता देता हूँ.
अच्छा. ओके. यस, स्टॉप शेयरिंग कर दिया.
हाँ, अभी वापस शेयरिंग कीजिए.
अभी वापस शेयरिंग करना है ना.
हाँ.
यस, अभी आप देखिए तो क्लियर है क्या ये?
हाँ, आने दीजिए. पिक्चर क्लियर है, सिर्फ एक सिस्टम में थोड़ा सा
हाँ, एक मेरे को भी ऐसा लग रहा है कुछ सिस्टम में कुछ प्रॉब्लम है.
सिस्टम में नहीं, मतलब वो सेटिंग में प्रॉब्लम. आप वापस शेयरिंग कीजिए.
हाँ मैंने शेयर किया है, but is it visible?
No.
It is not visible. Okay.
नहीं, शेयरिंग नहीं आया।
शेयरिंग नहीं आया।
शेयरिंग स्टॉप करके वापस ऑन कीजिए। स्टॉप हो गया?
हाँ, so again
जस्ट फॉर ए सेकेंड मैं आपको दिखा देता हूँ।
हाँ, see,
ये शेयर करके दिखा देता हूँ तो पता चलेगा। ओ अच्छा, आपका शेयरिंग भी चालू ही है।
हाँ
अभी ये जो दिख रहा है, ये स्क्रीन दिख रहा है?
हाँ, बहुत सारी स्क्रीन दिख रहा है।
ये जो मिडिल वाला है ना, इसको आप क्लिक कर दीजिए।
कौन सा मिडिल वाला?
ये दिख रहा है मिडिल में एक पिन जो है, एक है म्यूट का बटन।
हाँ 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 हाँ,
म्यूट
इसका
का लेफ्ट साइड में जो पिन है,
हाँ हाँ, तीन तीन डॉट है।
हाँ, उसको आप निकाल दीजिए। वो पिन में क्लिक कीजिए तो ठीक हो जाएगा।
हाँ, अभी देखिए तो अभी ठीक है क्या?
हाँ, अभी ठीक है, अभी पिक्चर ठीक आया। और एक बार स्क्रीन को वो जो आपका
Focus करो
शेयरिंग
क्या?
है उसको सामने लाइए।
अच्छा, मैं स्क्रीन को सामने लेके आती हूँ एक बार।
हाँ,
ये क्लियर आया है क्या सर?
हाँ, अभी देखिए स्क्रीन में इसका जो मिडिल है,
हाँ,
मिडिल में एक बार क्लिक कीजिए। मिडिल में वो जो पिन है उसमें क्लिक कीजिए, आपका टोटल स्क्रीन में।
मेरा टोटल स्क्रीन में
एक मिनट,
अ,
क्योंकि पिक्चर जो है आपका पिक्चर जो है बड़ा वाला नहीं आ रहा है।
अच्छा, छोटा वाला आ रहा है क्या?
हाँ, एक काम कीजिए, जरूरत नहीं है, आप स्क्रीन
तो
शेयर
छोटा,
करके।
हाँ, छोटा वाला ही आने दिया, और क्या
हाँ,
है?
आप स्क्रीन
हम
शेयर
लोग
करके।
छोटा ही देखेंगे।
हाँ, आप स्क्रीन शेयर करके आपका जो प्रेजेंटेशन है उसको सामने रखिए।
ठीक है, उसको सामने में रखती हूँ।
अच्छा, उसको रख के उसमें भी वो लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में क्लिक करना चाहिए। वो हाँ, ये वाला कर दीजिए, क्लिक कीजिए।
हाँ,
हाँ, बस ओके, और कुछ करने का जरूरत नहीं है।
अभी ठीक है ना?
एकदम।
अच्छा, ठीक
बस
है,
कंटिन्यू।
ओके। Okay, so now engagement part. So if see, engagement tells us that if you are fortunate, whatever passion you have, if you continue with your passion, so you are so fortunate because you can earn the money with pursue your passion. So at the end of the day, you may get frustrated or you may get bored, everything, but still you are saying, I am so happy because I am pursuing my passion, and whatever I like, I'm doing that. Okay. So see, from pleasure, you are getting happiness. From engagement, also you are getting happiness. So this happiness is more deeper sense of, it is not deeper, I'm calling it's a deep sense of satisfaction you are getting from the component of E of happiness. Okay. Now, next point is aim. What does it mean by aim? Aim means it is a meaning of life. See, after some time, after some maturity, we want that beyond engagement, beyond pleasure, something more thing is there. And we want to explore this more and more things. What is this more? If you want to do something other people, so you feel more happiness, and it gives you not deep, it gives you deeper sense of satisfaction. Okay, so at this point or at this stage, you are not getting money, you are not getting position, you are not getting power, you are not getting car, you are not buying houses, but still you feel happy because you are doing something for others. So when we do for some other people, सपोज कभी कभी आप लोग देखते हैं, अभी रास्ते में गरीब बच्चों को आप खाना दे दीजिए, तो आपको लगेगा उनका मुख में जो खुशियां दिखते हैं ना, तो वो देख के आपको लगेगा अरे आई एम फील हैप्पी because this happiness everlasting. Okay, so this is a point, and you are all aware that Anand Kumar, who is an IITian and he left his multinational job, and he came to Patna, and he teach the 30 students every year for IIT examination. And after his teaching, who is deprived, who is not afford the coaching fees and all these things, and after his teaching, these 30 students, they will crack the they're passing their examination. So see, he is not getting any money from them, but he is getting so much pleasure. So that is called happiness. It is not pleasure, it is happiness. So these are all components, what I am telling to you, that it is all components, and altogether happiness is, it is a full form of happiness. Okay. So now, after this picture, immediately it reminds me, actually, the traditional structure of Purushartha. When I read this read this formula, immediately one point click into my mind, that we can map it in with our Purusharthas. We know that we have 4 Purusharthas: Dharma, Artha, Kama, and Moksha. So you can pleasure, you can directly map with Kama. Engagement, directly you map with Artha. And if you some stretch, that you can map meaning with Dharma. So now see the interesting point that I want to say, that yes, I want to say something. So I stop my sharing the slide. Again, I will start. Okay. So see, this is the opposite picture. Whenever we are talking about the selling man concept, where we start from pleasure, then engagement, and then meaning. Immediately, if you see in Indian context, through Indian lens, the structure is opposite. Because we start our thing, Purusharthas, Dharma, Artha, Kama, and Moksha. So for the time being, keep aside the concept of Moksha. But what about Dharma? Why Dharma comes first? Then come Artha, then come Kama. So Dharma has different connotation. If you see in Google, if you see in any dictionary, you get so many meanings, so many connotation. But still, Dharma, it is a Sanskrit, there is a Sanskrit meaning. It means to hold something. So hold something. So better if we understand that it makes a basis, or it makes a foundation for all of us. Rather, I feel that Dharma is our Lakshman Rekha. You know, in the Ramayana, that Sita crossed the Lakshman Rekha, and what was happened? So this is a Dharma, is our Lakshman Rekha. It makes a invisible. It is not visible. It is invisible demarcation line. Okay. But if you cross the limit, immediately you are doing, or you fall in problem. Okay. So that means Dharma is our basis. It makes our foundation. Our culture, Indian tradition, so rich. So Dharma, it's our foundation. Now the point is that this Dharma, now I'm again sharing my slide. So is it okay? Fine?
No, madam, it's not coming.
It's not coming again?
No, just 1 second. I am managing.
You can manage?
Yes, yes.
Is it okay?
Okay, okay. You just continue.
Okay. So, if you see in there is so according to Indian lens, happiness through Indian lens, It is totally opposite. So dharma comes first, then artha, then kama, and then moksha. See, in Vichara Sagar, the book name is Vichara Sagar, is written by Nishchal Das. He has mentioned a very unique thing, that those who are guided by the instinctive life, only they're guided by artha and kama. So they are like a palmer. In Hindi, in Sanskrit, is called palmer. That means they are following their instinctive life, in physical urge. And this kind of life is not appreciated, because and this kind of life, it is the pleasure, the happiness, it never lasts forever. For the time being you feel happy, but it will not last long. So now when we feel frustrated with this life, when we feel no, बहुत हो गया, मैंने बहुत enjoy कर लिया, बहुत instinctive life मैंने जी लिया, so now we should overcome from this. So how you should overcome? Then spiritual quest comes to your mind. Now the point is that we know that our basis, our foundation is dharma. Dharma is our basis. So dharma does not deny the opposing the happiness. धर्म कभी भी ऐसा नहीं बोलते जो हैप्पीनेस की जरूरत नहीं है, बिकॉज हैप्पीनेस इज देयर. The artha and kama is inevitable part and parcel of our life. Without artha, it has different connotation. Artha doesn't mean all the time it is wealth and all these things. It has different connotation, but I'm not, because it will take time. So if in general meaning, if we say that artha means it is something, some money, some power, that is something, that is all of objects. Okay, so these are, if you are guided by the dharma, if you are doing your kama life or your artha with the guidance of dharma, on the basis of dharma, so you are called a dharmika vishay. You are not called as a palmer. We are all dharmika vishay. हम लोग सब धार्मिक विषय ही हैं. हम लोग ऐसा नहीं, हम लोग पामर नहीं है. अगर if we are like palmer, the society would break down. So that is not the case. We are dharmika vishay. So that is why Nishchal Das says that this is a one kind of happiness. If you follow the dharma, and artha and kama, it's your support. It is your work, but you can't avoid it. But if you enjoy all these things with the help of dharma, you will get a better happiness in your life. Now, that means when I talk about, just I finished the point that one, if some people is there, they're talking about only instinctive life. Okay. Now the next level of people, they are following artha and kama with the help of dharma. So this is a second level of people. So now if you see that our life is expanded, so I will give you one example. See, it is a very funny example also. So before marriage, what will happen? What is happening, that you are the only, you are one, male or female. But after marriage, immediately two people. So if your only responsibility, your lovingness and all these things, now you can just share all your things to other people. Now after getting your children, after having your children, so these children, your all the love, your affection, your compassion, your empathy, everything is, it is expansion of life. It is called expansion of life. So see, when you are alone, so that means your instinctive life is there. So only instinctive life. After getting marriage, so हर चीज का ऊपर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन आ रहा है, तो एक्सपांशन हो रहा है. So happiness is something like that. And if you expand if you able to expand your all the happiness, all the affection, all the compassion towards other people, you feel more and more happy. Okay, so this is our lifestyle. So after some maturity, after some time, some people, they are thinking that still I have everything, but but the problem is that I cannot come out the suffering, anxiety, depression, pain, sorrow, everything is there. Everything is there. But problem is that we can't develop our insight, because we know that Indian seniors, they have prescribed so many things, but somehow we are not able to understand all these things. So we are into this pain. We are not come out this pain. Now, the point is that if someone asks, I want to come out this pain and sorrow, how it is possible? So here also, I want to discuss about one example, and it happens with me also. So one day, क्या हुआ था, मैं एक शॉप में गई, थोड़ा कुछ कपड़ा लेना था. तो बाद में शॉपकीपर को जाके मैंने पूछा है, आपका पास क्या अच्छा अच्छा कपड़ा है, तो मेरे को दिखा दीजिए. तो उन्होंने मेरे को बहुत सारा कपड़ा दिखाया. देखने के बाद मेरे को ऐसा फील हुआ, इट्स नॉट गुड, इट्स नॉट सूट्स मी, सो समथिंग लाइक दैट. सो आई फील नॉट गुड. सो इमीडिएटली आई आस्क्ड द शॉपकीपर, सो आपके पास कुछ अच्छा नहीं है क्या? तो उन्होंने बोला, हाँ मैडम, अच्छा है ना, तो आप अंदर आ जाइए, मैं आपको दिखा देता हूँ. तो मैं इमीडिएटली मैं अंदर गई, तो उन्होंने मेरे को दिखा दिया और मेरे को बहुत अच्छा लगा. तो मैंने उनको पूछा, अरे आपने इतना अच्छा आपके पास मटेरियल्स है, तो आपने क्यों अंदर रखा? आप सामने रखना चाहिए था ना. तो इमीडिएटली ही सेड टू मी दैट, मैम, दैट इज वेरी कॉस्टली, इट इज नॉट अफोर्डेबल. सो यू आर आस्किंग, तो मैं आपको दिखा दिया, बट इट इज नॉट फॉर ऑल. सो इमीडिएटली मेरा मन में एक विचार आया है. इमीडिएटली आई थॉट दैट यस, दैट इज कॉल्ड मोक्ष, दैट इज कॉल्ड salvation. That is not for all. That is not for all. So someone only seeking, some limited people, they want moksha. They want moksha. They want liberation. Liberation doesn't mean that आपको सब कुछ छोड़ के जाना है. Not like that. Just you try to understand your own self. And whatever you know, just try to spread it out. Okay, so after some age, after some maturity, we feel that it is not the right thing, whatever we did, and now what will be the right thing, what we can do. Okay, so and at this stage, the spirituality starts, and that spirituality gives you immense happiness, and it is eternal kind of happiness. Here I would like to share Swami Ranganathan words. Someone asked Swami Ranganathan that what does it mean by spirituality, and he said so lovely that when I close my eyes, so I see only the peace, the happiness, and the calmness in my mind. And when I open my eyes, I always think, what can I do for you? What can I do for you? See the word. It is very, very interesting. But in the case of, on the contrary, if we say to me that, according to you, what is the spirituality? Immediately I say, okay, when I close my eyes, I can see so many thoughts coming and going, coming and going. I can't meditate, ma'am. How can I meditate? So many thoughts coming and going. So many anxiety, so many depression. I want to finish it. I want to finish it. When is that? So these things are coming and going. When I open my eyes, I think, what can you do for me? So these are the selfishness. To see the meaning of spirituality. If you think like this way, so how can you attain the happiness? So it is nothing to do with the lecture or the reading and many things. Better you just change your attitude. If you change your understanding to look at the world, to look at the world at large, entire human being, to so that you can understand what happiness is. Happiness is within you. Happiness is your inner power. It is not outside, it is inside. Now, the next point is 24 into 7 happiness is possible? Yes, why not? It is absolutely possible. It is absolutely possible. Being an Indian, so entire world is looking towards Indian spirituality, because nowadays it is very blooming. Everyone seeks, everyone wants, and this too was positive vibes and negative vibes. I don't believe on positive vibes and negative vibes. All is positive. Where is the negative? There is no negative. Everywhere, every human being is positive being. So now my point is that yes, 24 into 7 happiness is possible, because we know that our Vedas has two parts, that is Karma Kanda and Jnana Kanda. So we know that Karma Kanda, it's a full of instructions, is what to do. And Jnana Kanda asks, what is that? So this is a core of spirituality. So if we want to know yourself, that you are a son of immortal bliss. You are a son, you are a daughter of the immortal bliss. So you can understand the happiness, you can understand the infinite existence. Okay. So here in Upanishad says us that richest die, poor die, be a king die, beggar die, ignorant die, wise man die. So everyone die. So die we can't, it is inevitable. We can't deny the die. So everyone, that is we have some two extreme point, birth and death. So birth and death, in between, we are just playing. If you see in Buddhism, Gautam Buddha says our life is a stream of consciousness. I can say it is a stream of river. You can't swim in one waves, the similar waves at the same time. You can't swim. So our life is like a river. It's a stream of ocean. And the waves, these are the lives. Okay. So if you understand this, that you are the infinite existence. So you are like whenever you meditate, whenever you try to know yourself, just go inside and try to realize that you are a luminous sun. You are like a sun. It is a bright light. Okay, it is not a material light. It is a bright light. You can realize it. So, Sarvam Dukkham, Gautam Buddha says, Sarvam Dukkham. But when enlightenment comes to him, so immediately he realizes that there is a path how to overcome this situation, this sorrow and all these things. So it is my, that, and in this stage, you can understand what is Sat, what is Chit, what is Ananda. So you are pure blissful being. You are Ananda. Happiness is not outside of your body. Happiness is inside. So in this thing, I want to share my thinking that, see, if you ask someone, where do you live? So some says, I live in Kolkata, I live in Pune, I live in Mumbai, I live in Delhi, and I live in somewhere else. I live in Australia, I live in London, I live in America. So हम लोग क्यों नहीं बोल सकते हैं we live in earth? Why we can't say that we live in earth? Because Earth is our motherland. Earth is our Vasudeva Kutumbakam. Earth is our is our mother. We are the children of our mother. So if you think in this like way that we are the all, you are my sister and brother, so there is no problem. Not at all that we are whirling with some people. We are thinking that अरे उन्होंने कुछ बोल दिया मेरे को गुस्सा आ गया, इन्होंने कुछ बोला मेरे को बुरा लगा, ये हुआ. So you feel you are not feeling good. So immediately your happiness will go away. So don't do that. Better if we think that we are the son, we are the daughter of Mother Earth. So we are the actually Earth. If you imagine that Earth is infinite bliss. So we are playing for some time. So that you can feel, you can transcending, you can contemplate. That means you are thoughtfully think about the happiness, concept of happiness. So it is possible 24/7 you will be happy. So now the next point that already I have told you, that how to lead happy life. So now the point is very crucial question. Is it possible to lead a happy life? Someone says, no, ma'am, it is not possible. See, I'm giving some lecture and after that, जैसा हमारा life है वैसा ही हमको चलना पड़ता है. But no, each and every moment we should realize that we are happy. Anand is within me. I'm happy being. So entire world, including animals and human being, is all our part. My Atman is your Atman. That is concept of empathy. That is discussed in Buddhism. And in Advaita Vedanta, these are the two extreme, and they are talking about the core thing of spirituality. Still Advaita, still in Buddhism, they are not accepting the permanent Atman and all these things, but they are not deny the law of karma. But this part is based on your realization. If you want, you know that this entire century is based on our technology. It is based on technology. See, I am talking and you are listening. So how it is possible? No? So now this age is the age of technology. So many problems will come. But don't think that this problem is the only problem, but you have to find out the solution. What is the solution? Solution is that it is something some gives you the solution. If you find the solution, so you will get immense pleasure. So and you can know that who are you, what you want to do, from where you want to know the real I. It is possible. It is possible. See, in this stage, I want to say that Shravana, Manana, and Nididhyasana, whatever Indian culture, Indian tradition, Indian sages and Darshanikas, they have said that कितना दिन पहले उन्होंने ये सारे बात हमको बोला है, जो ये चीज, ये दिन आने वाले हैं, जो इसमें हमारा जो भी थ्योरीज है वो आपको काम पे आएगा. Okay, so you should learn. That is a high time. We should learn, we should Shravan and then Manan. After, not only Shravan is not necessary. After that, internalize it. And then after that, you should Nididhyasana. After that, you meditate on that. So you will be realizing the extreme happiness. Okay. Now, this is my last slide. That is a takeaway. So takeaway, it is actually conclusion, and it is, I just mentioned some of the points. So after that, I feel that be happy always. एक हर जगह में पोस्ट होता है अभी, बी हैप्पी ऑलवेज, बट व्हाट डज इट मीन बी हैप्पी? मेरा बहुत सारे प्रॉब्लम्स है, कैसे मैं हैप्पी में रह सकती हूँ? मेरे लिए प्रॉब्लम है, really I have some financial problem, I have some relational crisis, I have some another issue. So how it is possible to be a happy life? It is not possible. But see, I know there is a problem, but if you read, if you think, if you understand, if you meditate on our Indian philosophy, so you will get a path, you will get definitely you will get a means and ways. So happiness creates a positive hope. So true happiness, it is not happiness you are eating ice cream or you are having some other foods. So that is not happiness. But everlasting happiness, immoral happiness, creates a positive hope. And this positive hope leads to heal. What kind of heal? It is mental heal, emotional heal, spiritual heal, along with physical heal also. If you are positive, if you know what you are, so immediately you can overcome all these situations. So now this heal leads to understand the real nature of I. अगर मान लो आपको कुछ जख्म हुआ है, इमीडिएटली आप उसमें एक मलम लगा देते हो, यू फील प्लेजर, आपको अच्छा लगते हैं, एंड धीरे धीरे वो जख्म भर जाते हैं. जैसे ही भर जाते हैं वैसे ही वो आपका बॉडी का साथ वो जख्म हुआ था आपको पता ही नहीं चलेगा, वो सिमिलर हो जाएगा. So that is the thing. When heal happens, healing process happens, immediately leads to understand the real nature of I. And I is infinite existence. That means thou that art. So this is thou that art. It is transcending the eternal happiness within you. So it is my last slide, and this is Om Shanti. Thank you so much for your patience hearing. And I would like to special thanks to little angel. Really, matlab, I don't have any word actually. So whenever I meet with this girl, so मतलब मेरा को क्या होगा मेरे को पता नहीं है. So but I would like to say thank you to all of you for your patience hearing. Thank you so much. If you want to ask any question, if you have some query, please ask.
Okay. Thank you very much, madam. बहुत